and welcome to you, my 6% viewers. It's so good to see you again. Today on the channel, we're going to be doing another amazing unboxing opening. Today we're opening, after a month's wait time, thanks to Asmodee, the U.S. Postal Service, I finally got my hands on Fallout New California. Now you might be asking yourself, Mike, why a month? Well, some things happened in our country. Some things happened in life. I ordered the game on May 26th. 2 days later, certain protesters burned down 2 post office and my game disappeared. So after another initial 3 weeks of waiting, so that Asmodee could be satisfied that the package was lost, they finally shipped me another one, and I got it today. So let's open this up and take a look and see what's in it. Okay, guys, let's open this guy up. And first and foremost, my wonderful plastic wrap, shrink wrap, whatever you like to call it. I love opening a new box. Okay, let's see what we got in the back here. It says, California. Greetings from sunny California. California. Sunshine, ocean breezes, and radioactive wasteland as far as the eye can see. This desolate coastal state was once a shining jewel, but since the Great War, the region known as New California has fallen into chaos, which is great news. Where there's chaos, there's loot. And New California expansion brings new quests, companions, vaults, and items to Fallout the board game. A new cooperative scenario allows survivors to work together, and new map tiles expand the board for more exploratory fun. Sun's out, guns out. Do you have what it takes to conquer New California? Well, we're certainly going to find out. And this is the expansion that has the one cooperative scenario, the full cooperative play with the Atomic Bonds expansion, which is coming out in August. So get that pre-order, guys, before it disappears, because you know how long it takes Fantasy Flight to reprint anything. All right, so it looks like we have here a rule sheet. We got our new components with our new survivors, expansion overview, and a beautiful Nuka-Cola girl. Hey there, Nuka-Cola girl. You are a beauty. Yes, you are. And let's see, we got our rest of our additional rules and our credits. All right. So let's see what we got here. We got a punch board. Looks like we got a couple of punch boards and our usual stuff. So one thing I haven't bought yet is the game mat, which hopefully I'll be able to do soon. So many other games to buy. All right, looks like we got, let's see here. Some new stuff. We got some enemy tokens. We got map tiles. We got more special tokens. Shielding Star. The other side. Oh, we got the creepy guy here. A Mirrorlurk Queen. And a Robo-Brain. So, pretty cool. We got some more Nuka-Cola caps. And then here we have Fire Ant and a Blood Bug. And the last one, we have Nuka-Cola. Yeah, this is, so it's only six new monsters. The Alkalite and a Super Mutant Behemoth. Very cool. Very nice. I like it. I enjoy playing the game. I actually play the non-cooperative part of the game solo. Which you might ask, Mike, how do you do that? Well, I do it, you know, and you just have to put things in perspective, especially if you're one against the other. You know, when you're playing a certain character, you have to do what's worse for the other character. If you have to go after that other character, you got to do it. So, and the cards pretty much tell you what to do. So I think we'll be okay. Let's take a look at the scenario cards first here. We have Rise of the Masters, the Brotherhood of Steel, we got the Brotherhood Paladin, and we got the Unity Alkalite. New California, this is a cooperative play. And this has the Enclave Soldier. Capital Wasteland. Of course, this also, in the back, you hit each one, it tells you how to set the map up and the things you need to do for each scenario. Here we have another Brotherhood Paladin and an Enclave Soldier. We have the Pit with the Rebel Slave and the Slaver. The Commonwealth, Railroad Member, and Synth. We have Far Harbor, the Fog Condenser, and the Fog. And we're back to Rise of the Master. So, new. We got a Wasteland. We got the quest cards in here. These are all kind of mixed together. We got their mixed in. We got some quest cards mixed in here, and of course these are pretty much tell you everything that's going to happen in the game. I don't want to spoil too much here for everybody, but you can see that here we have cards numbering from 160 to 244. With these settlements and a few Wasteland extra new cards for your separate decks. Here's your perks. Heavy Lifter, you may keep 2 additional cards in your inventory. Discard if you were killed. Concentrated Fire, during a fight, choose 1 die. Change each other dice to match that result. It's a nice perk. Chem Resistant. After you use a drug item, if you would become addicted, you may choose to suffer 3 damage instead. Discard to lose addicted, or if you are killed. Alright, Lady Killer Black Widow. During a fight, your currently equipped weapon gains the letter C in the special. Discard if you were killed. Alright, Nerd Rage. If an enemy would kill you during a fight, discard to get mad, suffer no damage or radiation, and kill that enemy instead. Very cool. Moving target, discard to go fast, gain 6 movement points. Ricochet, discard when you kill an enemy to also kill another enemy within 3 spaces of that enemy. Nice perkies here. I like them. All right, now we have our new guys cards. All right, let's start with the new players in the game. We have the Cavern Merchant, Lady Butterhead, Double-Headed Cow. After setup, gain 4 caps. When you perform a camp action, you may shop once. Other survivors may give you 1 cap to shop once when they camp in your space. Yeah, I could use a friend like that, but I tell you what. Lone Gunslinger. Trusty Sidearm gives you an L. During a fight, if this card is in your inventory, your currently equipped weapon gains L. You cannot purchase, gain, or equip companions while this item is either equipped or in your inventory. We have Mr. Handy, Mr. Robot Handy, and we have Mr. Handy Robot. Place this card in your play area. It cannot be traded or discarded. You cannot use drug or aid items or gain traits other than vilified and idolized. You may discard a junk card to recover 5 hit points. His second card, Modular Exoplating. You got 1 armor. This item cannot be unequipped or discarded. You may keep 2 additional cards in your inventory. If you have at least 1 junk card in your inventory, increase your armor by 1. Do not suffer radiation. You have the NCR Ranger. She gets a Wasteland map. When placing your figures during setup, flip 2 tiles that are adjacent to the starting tile. Choose one space on any of those tiles to start. You may ignore the aggressive icon on enemies. You gain 1 additional movement point from move actions. Very cool. I like that one. The Enclave Deserter. He gets advanced power armor, 1 armor. When you kill an enemy, gain 1 additional XP. All right, next we're going to check out the unique asset cards. We have the Cryolator. After a fight, if the enemy was not killed, you may freeze it. If you do, the enemy becomes inactive. Faction and Star and Shield faction enemies cannot become inactive. All right, we got a Gamma Gun. Gives you a PIAL. After a fight, unequip this weapon. You cannot generate rerolls during a fight against a robot enemy. We got Tesla Armor. Gives you 2 armor. During a fight, treat each die face that shows 2 pips as showing 1 pip instead. During a fight, if you suffer damage, inflict an additional hit on the enemy. Okay, that's pretty neat. Tesla Rifle. We got a PIA. During a fight, exhaust to inflict an additional hit on an enemy. We got the Big Frigger. SSA. During a fight, you may suffer 3 damage to inflict an additional hit on an enemy. Damn, 3 damage. I don't like that. Vault Security Armor, 1 armor. During a fight against a human or a robot enemy, increase your armor by 1. We have a Nuka-Cola Quantum. Wow, look at that. It's all glowy. Look at that focus there. Hello, focus, thank you. During this turn, you may discard this card to perform 3 additional actions, then suffer 3 radiation and gain a cap. And you're special. You may discard this card to level up. All right, those are pretty cool. Now let's take a look at the loot cards. We got junk and junk, a couple of junks. We got Cap Stash. Immediately discard this card to gain 6 caps. Pretty cool. Purified Water. During your turn, you may discard this card to recover 5 hit points. Rad X. During your turn, you may discard this card to suffer no radiation until the end of your turn. Med-X, almost the same except you suffer no damage till the end of your turn. Buried Mentats, and during a test or fight that uses the eye, exhaust to add 2 hits. Then suffer 2 damage and become addicted. If you are addicted, you cannot discard this card, and it costs 2 caps to unexhaust. And we have the different versions of Mentats here. We got orange. Okay, if you use the P, you can add 2 hits and then addicted in the same cost. We have grape. If you use the C and get 2 hits, suffer the damage and addicted. Ultra Jet. During a test or fight, exhaust to change 2 die rolls to the different faces of your choice. Then suffer 3 damage and become addicted. If you are addicted, you cannot discard this card, and it costs 4 caps to unexhaust. All right, Stealth Boy. During a fight before resolving the enemy's hits, you may discard this card to resolve your hits first. If the enemy is killed, do not resolve his hits. Okay, like that. Different game, different mechanic. Unlike X-Wing, where everybody fires at the same time, whether you're destroyed or not. Nuka-Cola. During your turn, you may discard this card to perform 1 additional action and then gain 1 cap. I like that. A couple of those. Taicho. He is a Companion Desert Ranger. Exhaust when you explore to gain 2 XP. If you have E, keep this companion when it unexhausts. Bottle Cap Mine. Trap. During your turn, exhaust to place an unused quest marker in your space and on this card. After enemies activate, if at least 1 enemy moved into the marked space, kill each enemy that is in that space, then discard this card. This card cannot be unexhausted. For those, we got the Strength Bobblehead. Immediately discard to gain, and then gain the S perk. Perception, discard to gain the P perk. Endurance, discard to gain the E. Charisma, discard to gain the C. Intelligence, discard to gain the I. And agility, discard to get the A. And then luck, discard to get the L. We got Marcus, Companion Super Mutant. During a test that uses S, E, or I, exhaust to add 1 hit. If you have at least 3 special tokens, Keep this companion when it unexhausts. Goris, companion Deathclaw. During a fight, exhausted suffer no damage. If you have 2 or fewer special tokens, keep this companion when it unexhausts. And we're back to our junkies. Okay. And last, let's check out our loot cards. We got a harpoon gun that ignores the retreat and armor. Ignores the retreat and armor icons on enemies using a P. We have the Rockville Slugger with an S. Before a fight, roll 1 die. On the result of head with a pip, home run, kill the enemy. That's pretty cool. John Cassidy, Wasteland. Before a fight, exhaust to give your equipped weapon the ranged icon until the end of the fight and generate 1 reroll. If you do not have any drug items, keep this companion when it unexhausts. We got Ivan, Wastelander. Before a fight, exhaust to lower the enemy's level by 1 to a minimum of 1, then suffer 2 damage for friendly fire. Woo! If you have the L, keep this companion when it unexhausts. I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Bear Trap. During your turn, exhaust to place an unused quest marker in your space and on this card. When an enemy moves into the marked space, kill that enemy and then discard this card. This card cannot be unexhausted. Ooh, nasty trap. A couple of those. We have a Fragmentation Grenade. During your turn, you may discard this card to kill 1 enemy in a space adjacent to you. 3 of those. Cryo Grenade. During your turn, you may discard this card. If you do, each enemy in your space and each adjacent space becomes inactive. No effects on the faction enemies. A couple of those. We got a Bobby Pin. During a test that uses P, you may discard this card to add 1 hit. Oh, the Bobby Pin, really. Reminds me of the Daredevil movie. When he used that Bullseye used that pin to kill that guy. Okay, 10mm pistol. During a fight, if you spend a body hit with 2 pip result, exhaust this card. While this card is exhausted, it is treated as having no icons. Got a hunting rifle using a P and an A. And this one here is just the A. During a fight against an enemy in your space, for each head result rolled, inflict 1 hit on the enemy. This is in addition to the hits inflicted by spending results. Okay. 44, you get an A. You may equip an additional weapon item during a fight against an enemy that has the aggressive symbol. This weapon gains the additional A icon. Detective's Coat, 1 shield. During a test that uses P, add 1 hit. Exhaust this card at any time to look at the top 2 cards of the loot deck. You may put any number of them on the bottom of the deck and the rest on top in any order. Got a Flight Helmet, 1 shield. During a fight, if you roll a head hit, result, increase your armor by 1 during a fight. We got Harold, my old buddy Harold. When you shop, exhaust to gain 2 additional caps for each item you sell. If you have a C, keep his companion when it unexhausted. That's a good, remember that friend of mine from high school. Now we're back to the missile launcher. Okay. All right, now we take a look at the cards and the cardboard punch outs. Let's take a look at our miniatures. As usual, these guys do an amazing job with these minis. Let's see if I can figure out who all these people are here. Okay, well, we know this one right off the bat is Mr. Handy, and he's looking exceptionally good. Should be fun for anybody to paint this guy. There she is, the cowgirl. And you can see that she's even got her gun, her trusty sidearm. There it is. Very cool sculpts. These, I can't say enough about Fantasy Flight's where they get these miniatures done to get the detail into they do. Very good detail. All right, next we have, I'm guessing there's the Ranger. This is the Cavern Merchant. This is the old guy, like me, except I don't have a beard. Not as bald as he is either, but getting there. I don't know what he's holding. Looks like it could be a nuka. Could be a nuka, but I don't think it's shaped like a nuka. Detail is very, very cool. All right, then we got the NCR Ranger. That's another good sculpt, like the gun on there. A detailed back. She has a very detailed back. And last, we have the Enclave Deserter. And he's a mean machine. Look at that. Very amazing detail on that gun. All the sculpts are just amazing from Fantasy Flight. Of course, I'm glad these aren't like Legion and you have to put them together, because that would just, I'm not really good at that. Okay. All right, guys, that's all I got for the day. And that's all we got in the box. So head on out and pick this up, because, I know that's from the original game. I know folks said, when talking about this game, that they didn't like it, that it wasn't cooperative, but that is coming out. So go ahead and pick this up. It's going to be a complete game where you can play against each other. You can play cooperative, and you can play by yourself, all 4 characters. So go ahead and do it. All right, you guys have a great day.